Hello, beautiful people. Let me tell you why I'm never fazed about any of the comments I receive online or concerned about being cancelled. And maybe this perspective might be helpful. But let's start here.
Hello, TikTok. I am speaking for all the Gen Z on this platform. We are canceling Eminem.
Oh, that's gonna be fun to see unfold. Because in 20 plus years, even presidents tried to cancel him and failed, but I'm sure you're gonna get it done. I just finished listening to his last album, which is pretty good, by the way. And it reminded me once again why he will never be cancelled, because he meant something to kids like me when I was growing up, as no one represented us. It was all Britney Spears. Also, I feel for her for all the lithium and manipulation that she went through, and now the knife. I don't know. I wish her the best. But really, if you look at the artists that survived the test of time, the bad guys did. And usually it's the case because people who try to be liked by everyone don't give people the chance to love them, as it happens in life too, with people always nice, concerned about everyone's opinion, trying to be liked. They give no one the opportunity to love and respect them and stick around. So that's why I know that someone like Eminem will never be cancelled, because there's always going to be people like me that will respect, even if I disagree, the fact that he stands for something. And actually, the biggest lesson I took was from the movie 8 Mile. If you remember the last rap battle, where really he won it by dissing himself, therefore disarming his opponent. And the lesson I took and applied to the rest of my life, which was extremely helpful. That said, if you take ownership of your insecurities, your shortcomings, and you're not insecure about them, no one can use them against you and control you. And therefore, you can be truly free. This is one of those lessons that was lost in this new generation when we're telling people to overcome self esteem issues with narcissistic behaviors, which makes them really easy to control. Because something I always say, that if you want to control someone, you're looking for someone that allows their emotions to dictate their actions. And it gets to the true point of this video, is that when the single for this album came out, and all the people who tried to cancel him just made that single go #1 and hit records. And it happens with comedy and everything else. Last year, Matt Rife was cancelled, ended up having the #1 special of the year and getting a deal for 2 more specials and a TV show. The year before that, the person cancelled was Ricky Gervais and got, again, the #1 special of the year and so on. So that is one of those lessons that I wish people would take, is that if you address your insecurities, no one can control you. And if you don't allow your insecurities to control your actions, being desperate to be liked and validated by everyone, you might even get people to love and respect you and stick around. And that is the problem with nice people that always try to please everyone because they are insecure and then end up being lonely, as no one gets to love and respect them enough. Because it's a quote that all of us heard, that if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for everything. And that's what it is. If you're not willing to risk to be yourself, even that might push some people away, you will never get people to stick around during the hard times. And that's why I know that because I provided something to people, and I was willing to risk my livelihood and, my imaginary numbers online to say what was true and honest for me, despite of the multiple attempts at canceling me in the last few years, that I might have lost on numbers, but I gained a place in people's hearts. Therefore, no amount of backlash or bullshit will be able to take that away. I don't know if any of this made sense. All I'm saying that it might not be beneficial from an instant gratifying point of view for you to be yourself and deal with the repercussions of it. But in the long term, that is how you will allow people to love you and gain their respect for them to stick around in times where the mob will try to silence them or, ruin and take away their livelihood. Something to consider. Protect your peace.